Hello everyone, this is Aaron Fitz from HOTSEAT Gaming and welcome back to NASCAR Heat 3. Today we have a triple header. The truck race is at Texas, but the other two races are at Michigan. We got a hot seat offer coming up. So that is exciting, but we are going to first do Texas off screen. I'm going to anticipate not much to show considering I'm usually pretty dominant at mile and a half. So I will see you guys in a bit. Alright, we swept both stages and won the race, so that was an extremely uneventful race. Back-to-back truck races where I've essentially been falling asleep. Thank you, Timothy, and thank you, Brad. You both are friends already. Oh, man. So now we get to go to an Xfinity race at Michigan, which has a lesser purse than the truck race at Texas. That's kind of sad, but also pretty realistic. Let's head off to Michigan. Alright, let's see where we qualify at my home track of Michigan. That is a good sign right there. Alex LeBay just qualified second. I mean, he is Canadian, so practically Michigan right there. Jeez, that is an excellent qualifying effort right there. We were only a tenth off of the pole, too. Wonder if there's anything I could have done for that. Yeah, I'm not changing a thing. The LTI Printing 250 at Michigan International Speedway. Alex LeBay, the team's training is really paying off. No kidding. Elliott Sadler's been fighting the car all weekend. John Hunter Nemechek's on the pole. Not for long.
Drive safe, be smart, keep your head on straight.
But the hope is I should be able to get to the lead and hopefully cut some of this out so we can also fit in the cup race here as well. We're just going to use the apron and blow by every single one of these cars before we even get to turn one. That was great. Only 2 lap stages though, so I'll probably keep you guys in for those. And plus, I'm assuming they're going to get a decent run. Nope. Nope, we're just so fast. This is what happens when you run 5-star cars on hard difficulty and not legend. But we've learned our lesson with Legends, so. And I guess this is a good time to bring it up. I know some people are going to be like, Aaron, this is too easy. Why don't you put it on Legend? Because it's not fun.
White flag is in the air.
Especially if I'm going to be able to play through all of the NASCAR games. I'm not going to set limitations for myself that'll make it unfun. I know a couple people have specifically in the comments said, well, especially when I get to NASCAR Thunder games, I should be going on Legend difficulty because that's going to be so rage-inducing and so not fun. No, I'm not going to do that. If it's not going to be fun for me, like there's certain things like NASCAR 09, for example. You guys remember we had a few episodes of that where tire wear and fuel mileage was off compared to other cars, which made us have to pit extra. I'm not going to have tire and fuel wear on in that case, so that's something to think about. We won that stage easily. No need to pit here. Alex LeBay is just rocking it here. I know Michigan's basically Canada, but this is unprecedented.
Be ready. Ready. Car outside, hold your line.
We did not get a good launch there for some reason, but we'll get a good drive in the third gear here for sure.
You're clear there.
But yeah, I'm not going to, especially considering I'm not making money off of this, I'm not going to push myself to do things that I'm not enjoying or I won't have fun with. So like forcing myself to play in the highest difficulty of certain games, not fun for me. Now there's going to be games like NASCAR 06 that I'm very experienced with and are relatively easy. Chase for the Cup is going to be another one where I can go, yeah, probably put it on the hardest difficulty, but games like the Thunder games, or maybe some of the U-Technics games later on in my playthrough, or like NASCAR 09, probably not going to put on Legend difficulty, because it's not going to be fun for me. And I want it to be fun for me, so therefore I can express my fun to you guys. Because otherwise I'm just sad and miserable, and A, I don't think I'll be able to last very long into this long-term project if I'm sad and miserable. Also, I don't think that makes good videos. So there are some moments where the occasional
White
ragey
flag is in the air.
instances is fun, but as those of you who follow John have seen, like when I'm playing Super Smash Brothers and I rage every single time, that's not fun anymore. Not for me, and it's not for the other people in the car in the call. So, yeah. So that I don't want to be raging all the time. I I want to be able to have fun and enjoy. Maybe have the occasional rage moment that's kind of brought on by my stupidity, not the game itself. Even though I'm sure we'll have those moments too. We easily win stage 2.
Way to go, driver.
Unfortunately, Alex LeBay fell to 7th there, so that's unfortunate. I believe pit stops are going to be happening here. They are. We're going to do 2 tires. I'm probably going to fall a few spots. Yep. But nothing we can't gain before turn 1, honestly.
We're going green. Are you ready?
I'm interested to see what's going to happen if this is going to be a 3-star or a 4-star hot seat offer for the Cup Series. If it's a 4-star, I think I'm just going to do it without a custom setup. But if it's a 3-star, I'll definitely have to use the custom setup again.
Still there. Car on the outside.
Yep, took the lead before we even hit turn 1. This is great. We are very fast. Christopher Bell just kind of followed us. No, that's Ryan Preece. Ryan Preece just kind of followed us through here. We're going to have to block a bit. But yeah, I'm going to cut out here, save some time on the video, and I'll see you guys if anything interesting happens. Alright, white flag is out, sponsored by Credit One Bank. I decided to go to the in-car camera just to spice things up so I didn't fall asleep while doing this, because there's been a very long stretch of very boring races that I have done recently. We had this race, we have Truxus. That's the new name, Truxus. Truxit, Texas, Truxus. Okay. We had Truxus, we had Pocono, which was extremely easy, and then whatever the truck race was before Pocono, I can't remember what it was. Oh, Charlotte. Yeah, that was super easy. But we win.
Earned that checker.
Excellent. Let's do an in-car burnout. Never done one of these before. Because I never win in iRacing. Alright. Yeah, that was, very, very boring. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. But yeah, we won both stages, right? Where did Alex LeBay finish after all that? He finished 10th. I mean, for him, that's good. I mean, obviously, I'm sure he probably wished he did better, but that is a good day for him. A decent payout all around. I mean, not the greatest payout in the world, but yeah. That's our 7th win of the year now. 42 playoff points. We're dominating the Xfinity Series. There's no doubt about it. Here we are in victory lane at my home track of Michigan. That's another win for the Happy Dog and Spirit, of course. And we had another Happy Dog spiritual moment in the Texas truck race as well that we'll celebrate here. So yeah, let's head back to the menu and see what's going on for our hot seat offer. Alright, another 5,000 fans. Completed our incentive contract, and we got a message from our mentor.
Hey, it's Kelly. This early in the career, you're doing a great job out there. You're keeping it clean, you're keeping it professional, and I want to see more.
Thank you, thank you. 4 wins in a row. That is a lot of wins. Does that include Truck Series, or is that just Xfinity? If it includes Truck Series, then yeah, but no, there's no way we won 4 in a row in Xfinity, right? We'll check that in a minute. Thank you, Joey Gates. Much appreciated. And thank you, Jeremy, as well. We'll check that in a minute. Alright, what does this have in store for us? It's another 3-star offer. 95 car in Michigan. Top 33 finish. Alright, I'm going to have to get a custom setup ready for that. But let's just take a look. I'm going to assume it's across all the series, because there's no way we've won all 4 in a row. We have won 4 in a row. Wow! That, and a second right before that. That's impressive. So, really, we've won 3 in a row here. We've won like 7 races in a row, if you don't include the Dover and Talladega hot seats. But we've won 7 races in a row. That is exceptional. That is absolutely exceptional. Did we use a custom setup at Dover? I feel like we did, right? Yeah, we did. Alright. So, I'm going to have to get a custom setup ready for Michigan for the Firekeepers Casino 400. Let's go. Alright, let's see where we qualify here. 34th. Oof. Okay, so, story time with Aaron here. I tried two different custom setups. Both of them were so uncontrollably loose that I ended up just going with one of the default setups. Because I think I'm going to have more success with that than I am with a custom setup, because I feel like I'll just be spinning out all the time. So, I might live to regret that decision, but we'll find out. Hey, we're starting 33rd, so we moved up a spot.
The stars of NASCAR thunder into Michigan International Speedway for today's running of the Firekeepers Casino 400. This D-shaped 2-mile oval is nestled in the tranquil and scenic Irish Hills area of southeastern Michigan. However, this locale will be anything but tranquil today, as this sprawling landscape plays host to the best race car drivers in the world. Michigan is fast. In fact, the track is the fastest track on the schedule, with speeds often reaching more than 200 miles per hour. So you better buckle up, because NASCAR racing is coming up next.
Alright, Firekeepers Casino 400. Martin Truex Jr. is well prepared. Corey LaJoie is starting at the back, so that is who gave up his position for me.
Alright now, be smart out there. Going green. Be ready here. Green, green, green.
Alright, take 2.
On the outside now.
Yeah, it's just kind of a strange situation happened in the first take, so we're just gonna do it again here. I'm going to learn from my lesson. I'm going to attempt to get underneath Harrison Rhodes here. And hopefully get Trevor Bayne's draft. I think that's an easy position that I could have picked up at the start that I didn't last time.
Careful, still there.
Also, getting underneath Chris Buescher probably would have been a wise course of action. I loosened up the car from the qualifying effort, but I almost feel like that might have made things worse. So we got to keep that in mind. I still get tight going into the corners, so I don't know. Maybe it's just the start I was super loose on. Who freaking knows, man? But I was mainly talking about the fact that I really need to treat this like a plate race, because without the draft, I am not going to be fast. I'm just putting that out there. I'm not going to be fast without the draft. So we need to take advantage of restarts when everybody's packed up. And when everybody's not packed up, we just need to protect and defend our position. Oh, Ross. Oh, Ross. But it's fine, it's fine. All we need to do is finish 33rd. And I think that's definitely possible. Unfortunately, freaking Michael McDowell got underneath me.
Car there on the inside.
So that is going to be costly, I have a feeling. Oh, Ross.
Still there inside.
Come on, come on, come on. Get back in line, Aaron. Get back. Never mind.
Get inside.
Alright, alright. You know what? Could have been a lot worse. And it was a lot worse in our last take, so. Not going to complain. We're still in our goal position even after that little screw up, but we don't have nearly as much of a cushion. We are still really tight going into the corners. I don't know how to fix that, to be perfectly honest. We are really tight going into the corners, but once we get rolled down to speed, we're super loose in the middle and exit. So I don't know how we're going to fix that.
Still there?
I think some tape will be a good start.
Hold your line, got
Oh my
one
god.
inside. Nice driving that stage, driver.
Nice driving indeed, yeah. Okay, we're pitting and we're making some substantial adjustments, I have a feeling. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to do that. We're going to do that, and that. And let's see if that makes any difference for us. Let's see if that makes any difference.
Almost ready now.
And of course, now we're starting last, so we desperately need to get up to speed relatively quickly in order to stay
Stay low,
in drafting position. If I could get somebody like Hemrick or Gone behind me, that would make my life substantially easier. But let's see if this adjustment makes any difference for us. I just kind of threw the kitchen sink at it. The tire pressure, tape, wedge, everything.
Stay low.
Well, let's see if this makes any difference for us now that we're up to speed.
Still there.
You know what? Kinda does. I still think we're going to be spinning out loose if we make even the slightest contact with anybody, but I mean, I feel like this is an improvement.
Stay on the bottom. Careful, still there.
I don't want to be down here. Turn 1 is definitely going to be the culprit spot as far as getting tight into the corner because we're carrying so much more speed than turn 3. But that was smooth right there. Okay, I think we made the right adjustments, and I'm quite pleased with that. David Reagan, I would love for you to get underneath Ross Chastain right now.
Hold your line, got one outside.
Thank you. You are my new favorite person. Alright, yep, these changes have worked wonders for us. I'm glad I made them. I'm pretty sure everybody pitted, so I don't think any strategy plays are going to be in the cards here. I'm sure we're going to get an angry message from David Reagan as well, but whatever. We're in 33rd. This is our goal spots. Field's starting to spread out a bit behind us especially. But we're just going to stay in the draft for as long as we can. They are staying very low on the straightaways. That is unusual, I would say, for the AI. Obviously, in the front straightaway, you have the trioval, so getting on the bottom there is normal, but having the regular straightaway on the backstretch just stay to the bottom there is very unusual. I'm trying to get like a good arc into the corner, but I almost feel like that's making things worse. Alright, I'm going to try to get in Gray Gaulding's draft and possibly get past David Reagan so we have a little buffer on our target position here. But assuming things don't go horribly wrong, I think we're going to have a decent shot at this. Are we going to have a runaway shot at this like I did at Daytona? No. But we're going to have a decent shot at this, I think. Alright, I need to catch back up to Gray Gaulding. Otherwise, David Reagan's just going to pass me back. Well, now they're kind of migrating to the top. That I don't understand, really. But I really do need to catch back up to that pack of cars if I'm going to have any success here. Somebody's blowing up ahead, so we are going to stay high and hope that some people get bogged up by that. Oh, and then he went high. Okay. Austin Dillon, not very useful there. Oh boy. Okay, block, Brendan gone. Yep. Alright, so that actually ended up hurting us more than it helped us, unfortunately. Alright, so now we gotta block David Reagan and Brendan gone here. If we pass this hot seat offer, I'm pretty sure this would be our last 3-star hot seat offer, which would be great, so we can actually get into some competitive cars here. But now it's just kind of protecting this position until the end of the stage.
Two to go.
Easier said than done, but these adjustments have definitely helped, so I'm not going to make any further adjustments, I don't think. I'm pretty satisfied with where this is.
Careful, still there.
If David Reagan passes me on the outside, I'm perfectly okay with that. I'll get in his draft and we can finish out this stage hopefully pretty normally. But yeah, I'm super happy with these changes that I made. Upping the tape, lowering the tire pressure on all 4 tires, and taking a little wedge out to make the entry of the corner a little bit better. And it's definitely helped out substantially here. But with Austin Dillon, oh boy, here comes Brendan Gaughan. I tried to stay in David Reagan's draft, but Gaughan just had other ideas. But with Austin Dillon, I believe that was Austin Dillon falling out of the race. That definitely helps us. There's one less car I need to worry about. There's the end of the stage. Okay. Is there any strategy I can pull here? No. Everybody's most likely going to be able to make it to the end from here. So we're just going to do the normal service here. Just take a tiny bit more wedge out of the car, but that really shouldn't even make any difference. I don't know why I did it, but yeah. All right, we need to have a good restart here. Get a couple cars in between us and our target position. So I'm gonna again try to get underneath David Reagan here. Like I said, restarts are going to be our bread and butter as far as passing cars, so we definitely need to take advantage of them. Going in the middle of a 3 wide is not going to be something that would be advantageous to us in the slightest, but somehow I made it work. Well, I didn't make it work, but I got out of it without being absolutely demolished, so in this game that's an accomplishment. Alright. Come on. Stay in his draft.
Careful, still there.
Let's try to get underneath him. Get in Allmendinger's draft. We're going to be 3 wide going into the corner most likely. But I definitely need to make sure I don't push like I did just there. Greg Alding, thank you for not going underneath me. You are my new best friend. Well, I will have to block you though. Okay. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get either of those positions, but that's fine. We still have 3 cars in between us and our target, so that's good. And if I can just stay in DJ Cunnington's draft for the rest of this race, I think we'll be perfectly fine. We got 7 laps to go, 8 laps on fuel, so yeah, everybody can make it to the end. Okay. Entry of corner of turn 1 especially is still kind of an issue. Because basically what happens is I'm tight going in, so I let off, but then immediately once the tires start gripping and I start turning, I'm loose. It's such a weird phenomena, but that's what's happening. I'm tight and loose at pretty much the exact same time. And I've started to lose DJ Cunnington, which is very concerning. Because that is the only way I'm going to be able to stay in my target position. No, Greg Alding, this is fine. You go ahead of me. And I'll just draft with you. This is fine. I can accept this. We only have 2 cars in between us and our target position now, but I feel like this is definitely going to help us. And actually, this is going to help us catch up to Cunnington and McMurray. McMurray is having a bad day today, isn't he?
5 to go. You got this.
Yeah, I think definitely going out before turn 1 is going to help us a little bit, but it's just the amount of speed I carry into turn 1 just throws me off. And because turns 3 and 4 I can pretty much go full throttle, lift just a tiny bit, and I gain some time, but turns one, I just cannot get right. But again, we're still in our target position. And see, what I did there is I attempted to lift off a little bit sooner so I wouldn't have that sensation in the middle of the corner, and I just lost all the speed in the world. So I don't know what's the right thing to do here. I am a bit concerned that I'm losing the draft, though. But luckily, 3 and 4 is definitely a good set of corners for us, so I can gain back whatever time I lose, but I'm not net gaining any time, I guess is what I'm trying to explain here. But 3 laps to go, assuming there's not a caution and I don't do anything stupid, I think we'll be fine. You know what? That was the best I've ever done in turns 1 and 2 right there, and it shows, doesn't it? That is by far the best I've ever done in 1 and 2 there, and I don't know what I did differently. I really have not a clue what I did differently. I guess I was maybe just a little more aggressive. I've been pretty careful going in there recently so I didn't spin out. But I guess I was just a little more aggressive. Let's see if I can replicate it again. Who freaking knows? Probably not, but
2 laps left, stay calm.
2 laps left. We've got a second gap over our target position right now, so yeah, I'm just going in super aggressively, and just look at this.
Stay on the bottom. Still
I don't know if it's just a combination of the tires wearing or
Careful,
what,
there.
but this is definitely making me faster. I guess I'm a long run car here, which is not something I think I've ever said in a NASCAR game, that I'm good on the long run. Usually it's the exact opposite. Okay, that time wasn't as good because I carried a little too much speed going into turn
White
3.
flag, bring it home.
But white flag is out, sponsored by Credit One Bank. And this is going well so far. Let's just not mess this up here in this last little stretch. Brendan Gaughan is catching a bit, but again, he's not the one I need to be worried about. It's Daniel Hemrick, and he's still over a second behind. So as long as a badly timed caution doesn't come out, and I can not screw this last set of corners up, we have completed our objective without a custom setup, which makes me very happy. I've never been happier with a 31st place finish in my life, but we did it. We passed the hot seat offer.
But we did finish.
Hallelujah. We did it. Oh my goodness. That wasn't as stressful as Dover or Talladega, because it's an easier racetrack. And once I finally figured, A, got the setup going after stage 1, and B, the last couple laps, they finally got into a rhythm going into turn 1, that I think I finally figured out what I needed to do, and we didn't have any issues. Kyle Busch won the race, Truex and Kurt Busch won stages. The Benedetto all the way up to 17th. I feel like we were fighting with him earlier in the race. Corey LaJoie also fell out of the race, so that also was helpful. But yeah, we're last in points, but that's to be expected. We do have that playoff point from Talladega, though. But yeah, let's head back to the menu and see what we got going on next episode. 25,000 fans. That's going to put us over 200,000 fans quite easily there. Thank you, Levine Family Racing, for that brilliant hot seat offer. Thank you for the money. I can tell, Aaron Fitch, I'm pretty sure we're going to be friends if you race like that every week. Thank you. I'm usually a good judge of character, and after that race, I think Aaron Fitch and I will be friends. Thank you, Kyle Larson. Look at this. We're making friends in the Cup Series already. I want to personally thank you for a nice and clean race out there, Aaron Fitch. Usually the new drivers are much more out of control. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Anyway, what do we got going on the next week here? We got a doubleheader Trucks and Xfinity. Trucks are going to be at... We've got feelers. Warren, you need to stop feeling things, man. It's weird. Sure, we'll put that in there. But yeah. What do we got going on here? Trucks at Iowa. Dear Lord. Where is the Xfinity Series? Also at Iowa. Okay, so next episode is going to be a painful episode. We've got four wins in a row in the Cup Series. Or not in the Cup Series, in the Xfinity Series. We've got 3 wins in a row in the Truck Series, and we've had 3 successful hot seat offers in a row after failing 2 of them. And now we get to have a doubleheader at Iowa, so this is going to be fun, but we'll have to wait for all that fun and excitement until the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to see more content from ATF Gaming, be sure to hit that red subscribe button. It really means a lot to me, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.